Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, Magnetic Reversal News, Sacred Geography, and Shinrin Yoku, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Saturday, December 16th, 7:45 p.m. Mountain Time 2023. We are waiting on a G2 geomagnetic storm telemetry saying it has not arrived yet, and we are cautiously awaiting its arrival. Snow totals look epic for the West through New Year's. Keep calm, it's boom time. Florida to face tropical storm like rain, wind, and more this weekend as a major nor'easter is going to saturate the East Coast. White Christmas, you say? Weather forecaster predictions are rolling in, and here's what they have to say. In the areas of white, you have a very high probability of a white Christmas, and lesser as it gets bluer. We will have the full forecast of snow on the ground coming, but if you're on the East Coast, any snow that's there now will be washed away. Duke Energy says severe weather may bring widespread power outages to western North Carolina with incoming snow. Ho, ho, ho. And the Grinch storm to steal snow, just like I said, and bring power outages to Maine. It's insane. A strong East Coast storm this weekend. A strong storm system will track up the eastern seaboard the remainder of the weekend with heavy rain, strong winds, and coastal impacts, and a few thunderstorms. Colder temperatures coupled with windy conditions may bring lake effect snow downwind of the Great Lakes to the Adirondacks early in the week. A storm off the Pacific coast will slowly approach the west next week and bring heavy totals to the mountains. Let's take a look at the GFS model for total snow. Here is Sunday into Monday. It looks like just a little bit of snow up in Minnesota and North Dakota there. Monday through your Tuesday, snow's going to be moving down the Sierra crest there, as well as into Washington State, and that is where that heavy snow that Duke is warning about will be falling in western North Carolina and West Virginia, and that is going to be Monday and into Tuesday with up to 10 inches to a foot of snow in the higher elevations. There you can see the lake effect snow affecting maybe off the biggest totals there off of Lake Erie. Let's move it through Wednesday into Thursday and into Friday here. Saturday and into Christmas Eve. You could see Christmas Eve, there's going to be a system here right out my door in the Four Corners region, bringing heavy snow even through Christmas Day. It is going to be a white Christmas here. And take a look at what the models show coming. Look at the snow build in the Sierras there between Christmas Day and New Year's. It could be record-breaking. This could be a record-breaking blizzard that is setting up for the beginning of the new year, starting January 1st and moving east across the country to bring record totals everywhere. Take a look at us, 4 feet or more for the southern mountains in Colorado. It looks like 8 to 10 feet for the Sierras, and this system isn't even modeled yet. As of January 1st, there could be a very big system moving east. Look at how much snow dumps from that. Boom, right there. Shut up, Al, get in your hole. He's very upset. China, cold wave sweeps across the country, bringing freezing temperatures and heavy snow. Take a look at that. Yellow alerts for blizzards, and President Xi Jinping called for all-out emergency response after major accidents began happening. Trains were derailing and people were injured. It's warmer in the fridge, according to many, as a cold snap freezes China, bringing snow, accidents, and school closures. Frigid weather closes highways and forces Beijing trains and Guangdong ferries to suspend services, while Shaanxi province reports power line failures. Wow, it is crazy what's happening on the other side of the world. South Korea as well. Cold wave arrives, bringing heavy snow and dropping temperatures. How do you like them apples, Al? Seismic update. We could see some enhanced seismic activity if the shock wave is severe enough from the geomagnetic storm. We saw similar effects when a KP8 solar storm about 5 years ago kicked off an 8.1 magnitude in Mexico at the very same moment. Overall, no quakes of note, very low level activity. What's going on up here in the U.S.? Nebraska, 2.6. Very rare quake, and overall, very low level activity. Worldwide volcano news update. We've got Sangay to 22,000 feet, Semaru to 15,000, Ubinus, Dukono to 8,000, Krakatoa continues its activity, erupting and puffing up to 4,000 feet, which has been pretty standard over the last few weeks. Santo Huito, 14,000. Fuego to 15,000. Popo to 23,000. And Ubinus to 23,000. Space weather news update. We are waiting for a G2 geomagnetic storm or higher, which could come in the next 3 to 6 hours. Maybe we'll wait a little longer. According to some scientists, we're still waiting for the CME. The expected X 2.8 CME has yet to arrive, meaning the Earth-directed component is traveling slower than predicted. According to NOAA, they updated the geomagnetic forecast to still include possible moderate G2 storms, but for 6 to 12 hours from now. So we're keeping a close eye on it for you, as it looks like the aurora is heating up slightly, as well as telemetry here. Let's refresh this. Slight bump up here in temperature and speed. And we're seeing a slight shift as well. Could be the early signs of the arrival, but what should happen is a shockwave like this right here, which is one of those earlier CMEs arriving about 36 hours ago. This shock will be several cannibalized CMEs, including the X-flare. So we'll keep a close eye on it for you tonight, and you should too check telemetry if you're looking for aurora. Once we see the spike, go out and look up. What is that material? Potentially hazardous asteroid Benu stumps with its odd makeup. I fully expect the cosmochemistry community is going to go to town on this. In fact, some of the materials they found on the comet, including magnesium, sodium, and phosphorus, are baffling the team. Yeah, they expected to find water, and there is none, as per usual. Comets are not icy anything. Take a look at the sword. Still shiny, buried for an astonishing 6,000 years. Is that even possible? Well, actually, the glimmering sword you're looking at is only 3,000 years old and from the Middle Bronze Age, but it looks like it was just made. It is still shining with the patina. Absolutely glorious. Now, a stunning Denver building that's going up with a canyon and a hiking trail is coming to life, and it is insane. It's an apartment complex that has its own high-altitude cliffside hiking, and it is crazy. You can get an apartment here for just about $2,000 a month. There are pools on the top and all kind of stuff going on in this building. This is the future of inner cities. I would live here, for goodness sakes, because you never have to leave. There are stores on the complex. You can go hiking. There's a fake outdoor stuff. And up here is probably glorious. So that is pretty interesting stuff happening there. The building is meant to blur the lines between nature and civilization, with key features being a landscaped canyon area that stretches across 10 of 16 floors, complete with trail-like walkways. There are also rooftop gardens, complete with a pool and a spa area. And with regard to modern cities as man-made landscapes on Earth, we need to design canyons, woods, creeks, and waterfalls, transforming our concrete forests into second natures. This would be amazing. It would also help with the mental health in our inner cities. What say you? Leave a comment below. Absolutely fantastic. And coming up in just a few minutes, Lee and I talk about the X 2.8 solar flare and the subsequent largest ever solar radio event ever recorded on the ground. Huge radio blackout occurring with this X flare. So get all the details coming up soon on Magnetic Reversal News. In the second half of the video, we talk about an archaeological site called Hueyatlaco. Hueyatlaco near Puebla, Mexico, is dated over 250,000 years old. And that would bring back the occupation of the Americas quite a bit back now, wouldn't it? And that certainly is a boom to knowledge. Please share this video, as we are shadow banned and we need your help to grow. Become a Patreon. Support the work we do and watch all of our content in one place, commercial free. Be safe. We love you, and we'll see you over at Magnetic Reversal News in just a few minutes.